Hello, my name is Fatih Furkan Akec, and now I'm gonna make the lab 3.3 encoding categorical variables. In this lab, we will encode categorical variables. We will use the automobile dataset from the UC Irvine machine learning repo, and objectives encode the ordinal categorical data, encode non-ordinal categorical data. The prerequisite access here, and let's start the lab. Okay, now let's go to AWS. And let's open the notebook. So now let's open my notebook. Now in Jupyter Lab environment, uh, let's open this one. And let's do this. Okay, I talked about the lab. Now we have attribute information here. Attribute range symboling -3 to 3, and normalized losses continues from 65 to 256, and field type aspiration, none of doors, body type drive wheels, engine location, wheelbase, length, width, height, curb weight, engine type, none of cylinders, engine size, fuel system, bore, stroke compression, horsepower, peak RPM, ST MPG, highway MPG, and price. And step 1, importing and exporting the data. Exploring the data. We will start by examining the data in dataset. The most of out of this lab, read instruction. Okay, let's run this cell. And next we're gonna load the dataset into pandas data frame. The data doesn't contain a header, so we will define those columns names in a variable that's named column names, as we can see here. Let's run it, and first to see number of rows and columns we will see shape. Let's run shape code. And next we examine the data by using head method, dfchar dot head. We see the data symboling and normalized losses, field type aspiration, and so on. There are 25 columns. Some of the columns have numerical values, but many of them contain text. To display information about columns, we use info method. So to make it easier to view the dataset, we start encoding, drop the columns that we won't use, and now we have these 4 columns when we run this cell, and let's run the head. We see aspiration num of doors, drive wheels num of cylinders. Most machine learning algorithms require inputs that are numerical values. The num of cylinders and num of doors features have an ordinal value. We could convert the values of these features into their numerical counterparts. However, aspiration and wheel drive don't have an ordinal value. These features must be converted differently. We will explore the ordinal features first. So in this step, we will use mapper function to convert the ordinal features into ordered numerical values. So starting by getting the new column types from the data frame, and we take the info in here. First, determine what values the ordinal columns contain. Starting with the num of doors feature, we can use value counts to discover the values. So num of doors, we have 114 for door car and 89 two door car. This feature has only two values, 4 and 2. We can create a simple mapper that contains a dictionary, and we can use replace method from pandas to generate new numerical column based num of door column. And we take an error. Let's see. I'm gonna check it. So it says the feature warning in here. So let's keep running. When we display the data frame in here, let's delete this. We should see the new column on the right. It contains a numerical representation of the number of doors. So we repeat the process with the num of cylinders column. First get the values. We have num of cylinders cars in here. Next we create the mapper, apply the mapper by using replace methods, and here the same thing happen again. So encoding non-ordinal categorical data. We will encode non-ordinal data by using getDummies method from pandas. According to attribute description, aspiration, STD, and turbo, wheel drive wheels for wheel drive, rear wheel drive, and forward wheel drive. And let's correct the strategy and use the getDummies method. According to attribute description, drive wheels has 3 possible values, and we use getDummies method to add new binary feature to data frame. And when we examine the dataset, we should see new columns on the right, as like that. 3 Ys for drive wheels. And the encoding was straightforward. If the value in the drive wheels column is 4WD, then 1 is the value in the drive wheels 4WD column. A0 is the value for the other columns that were generated if the value in the dry wheels column is FWD, then A1 is the value in the dry wheels FWD column, and so on. These binary values enable to express information in a numerical way without implying any order. Let's examine the final column that will encode an aspiration. We see two different columns. Let's get dummies, and we can see aspiration turbo in here, and so we have a challenge. Go back to beginning of this lab and add other columns to the dataset. How would you encode the values of each column? Update the codes to include some of the other features. So that's it for this lab. You can go back to the beginning and try this. Try to add other columns to this dataset, but it's over for now. See you in the next video.